I bet you never had a roast yogurt.
Crunchy. Or a duck's tongue. Hawthorn balls with coconut milk. L'estomac du canard. These bags of nuts is the one-way ticket to the ICU for roughly 50% of the white population. Wow, this is the best food ever! Welcome to the snacking season for the Chinese New Year. The good thing about being Chinese is that we're rarely allergic to anything. Like I said, about half the white population could die from nuts, which is funny because about half the Chinese population never heard of anybody dying from nuts.
In the days when food was by ration, and I still vaguely remember the last few years of that, Chinese New Year was the time when kids could eat as many snacks as they wanted.
I know you know about the almonds, the pecan nuts, pine nuts, pistachio nuts, but what about nuts of Torreya grandis?
Torreya grandis, or Chinese nutmeg trees, is an old relic species endemic in China that once lived with the dinosaurs.
How do we go about doing this? Oh yeah, this is a bad design. Technically, you're supposed to remove this charred skin with the shell. All right, let's try some. It smells great. It's very strongly aromatic. Has a medicinal smell.
1300 years ago, the emperor's favorite concubine, who had a really bad BO, supposedly ate generous helpings of this extremely fragrant nut to improve the way she smelled.
How do I open a watermelon seed? When I'm biting into it, it just completely falls apart. It just completely demolished.
Melon seeds have been found in the stomach of bodies of Chinese nobles who lived 2,000 years ago. But mostly seeds became a traditional snack during Chinese New Year because there was nothing fresh to eat around that time of year. Seeds and nuts, of course, are very easy to preserve and contain essential fats. Even today at Chinese New Year, some Chinese families can end up with platters full of seed shells at the end of each day during the holiday. But to me, chipping away at the seeds has always been a really warm way for my family to spend time together.
What tooth should I use? Oh, what the hell? This is a great way to spend your New Year holiday. Ooh, 糖葫芦. Oranges, grapes, something else, some strawberries, candies, woo, hawthorn berries. This is exactly what I wanted! Yes! Very tart. It's hawthorn and sugar combo supposed to speed up your digestion, which is great with all the muck that I just ate.
This time 1,000 years ago, yet another concubine had gotten sick and was cured by a concoction of hawthorn berries and recrystallized sugar. It then became popular among commoners, and vendors turned it into a snack on a stick, which was easier to sell on a cart.
This is not pitted. All the hawthorn berries ought to be pitted for customer safety. According to some urban myths, these are supposed to be made from belts. What, are you kidding me? Belts are so much more expensive than these, like spicy bars, which cost nothing. See, they're made of wheat, soybean oil, water, glycerin, salt, soy fiber, sugar, MSG, chili, spices, TBHQ, sweeteners. Did he say meat from the Shanghai vendors, packed with healthy additives? I mean, they wouldn't kill you any more than Twizzlers will.
The spicy bars are really just spiced up gluten.
That's so good. Vegan people, here's your meat.
Spicy bars are supposed to have originated in 1998 after a summer flood destroyed central China's soybean harvest and thus its seasoned ultra-dried bean curds business. Locals then created seasoned, greased-up bars made of gluten, made of wheat, which turned out to be extremely popular. Spicy bars are one of the most popular New Year snacks among Chinese kids and young people under the age of 25.
If there's any wisdom to spicy bars, it's that Chinese people can turn cheap ingredients into any food.
Cut up gluten, fried gluten, stir-fried gluten, gluten with meat, wholly gluten, gluten in salad, and then bean curds, fresh bean curds, dry bean curds, moldy bean curds compressed into sheets. They all taste great.
Why do Chinese people eat organs in tons? Because it was always so expensive to raise and kill a farm animal. What's wrong with you? According to my best friend, who's also Chinese, she said there's supposed to be 8 bones in each duck tongue. I mean, the tongue itself is really good. Take a look at this. My best friend could spit out an entire tongue with bones only. That stomach with the rice wine.
It's important to note that the stomach is a duck's strongest muscle. Ducks can digest snails.
Spicy tripe. This is so good. This is just like a Sichuan hot pot.
In China, tongues and guts had always been cheap foods. They'd always been understood as poor people's meat. At an age with no running water, thoroughly cleaning these parts had always been a challenge. Hence, these ingredients were always dunked in brine, ginger, wine, and spices to remove any unwanted smells. Before there was this thing called modern farming, producing the same amount of grains required hundreds of times the workforce, and animals can't grow without eating. So not eating all parts of a farm animal was not only a serious disrespect for life, but also a tremendous waste of grain.
At least this is better than a bunch of non-vegetarians killing animals and going, this is ew, that is ew, I'm not eating those.
But organs are consumed in many Western countries. Liverwurst, kidney pies, haggis, chopped liver, sweet bread. We Chinese just take it to the next level. And we also eat eyes and feet.
What's a snack that really tastes like belts? Grilled, dried, cured squid. Ooh. I thought this was going to be really salty and really belty. This is not bad. Very chewy. Dried, cured, salty codfish.
These cured fish is supposed to be derived from cured eel, which is dried eel processed with chive, ginger, rice wine, salt, and sugar, and supposed to be an ancient court dish about 2,400 years ago.
I need an Altoid after all this squid. I mean, these tablets you've seen, they're made of dry yogurt, probiotics, and sugar. It tastes like a weak cheese. There's also milk skin. They're supposed to be made of milk powder and broom corn millet.
A grain cultivated in northern China for its short harvesting cycle and resistance to drought and bad soil.
I mean, it's crunchy, but it's so much denser and heavier than crackers. A very nice nutty smell.
A snack unique to Inner Mongolia, milk skin is said to have been a key to the success of the Mongols' conquest in the 13th century.
Yeah, these have about 5 times the amount of calories as the same amount of rice by weight. These I don't exactly recommend. The preserved fruits all kind of taste the same. The plums, peaches, plums, prunes, California prunes, and paper wrapped jiayingzi. I wonder what this jiayingzi is.
An extremely tangy local Chinese plum dunked in salt, sugar, and a licorice that's not for ones with a weak palate.
Oh, I understand this. Because in Chinese New Year, you eat so much crap. You really need this kind of food to help you stop eating. What I took away today is just how amazingly tremendous Chinese snacks are.
Most of these snacks were made from foods that are only available in certain seasons, are very cheap, or would easily perish. Back in the day, with no refrigeration nor modern means of transport, this was a way to make sure more people got to taste more delicacies. Many of them are dry and salt or sugar based or dunked in a lot of grease. So we're not having no meringue de citron or chocolate truffles or gelato or anything like that. I guess that just shows the kind of farming-based austerity that Chinese people had lived on for thousands of years.
What's a weird Chinese snack you want to see me try next? Let me know in the comment section down below.